What's up, guys?
Hey, welcome back. I am Lauren Whitehurst, your certified personal trainer and certified nutrition coach.
And I am Sunny Lippincott, your certified professional life coach.
That's right.
And
we are Whole Life Vitality.
yes,
We are here coming to you from a new location. We're kind of interim in between locations at the moment. So we're making it work. The kids are in the other room playing.
Yeah.
So,
this is real life.
mom life.
This is mom life.
Yeah.
You do it.
Yeah.
You know what? It doesn't have to be perfect.
That's right. Which is kind of what we're talking about today.
Yes.
Yeah. Why don't you tell us what we're talking about today, Sunny?
So, as a life coach, quite regularly, I am met with the thought that you are just how you are. The line that I hear, and I don't know if it's like God's just great joke to me, but the line that I hear most often is, "It is what it is."
What does that mean?
If you ask the people that say it, they're like, "Oh, well, that just means I'm accepting that that's just how it is." No, you're not. Because they don't say it is what it is. What they're saying is it is what it is.
Resigned.
They're resigned to it, and it's basically that is such a victim statement, and there is no power in that when you say it.
So it is what it is means there's no room for change.
There is no room for change. They have absolutely no options whatsoever.
Right.
They just have to go with what is. And when you believe that, then that is your truth. That is.
Yeah.
That's what you have resigned yourself to believe, that you have no choice in the matter. And so what I am constantly trying to tell people and get the message is, it is what you make it.
Well, change is possible.
That change is possible.
Everything we do, you and I both, and Angela as well, everything we do, the three of us, is all affecting change.
All affecting change.
People come to us because they want change.
Yes.
People come to us because they're unhappy how they are, and they think, oh, maybe change is possible. So then to have those same people sit down and say, it is what it is, then the question is, well, which is it?
Yeah.
Is it that you can change? Or is it that you're just who you are and you cannot be any different ever?
Absolutely. And that's really, to me, the biggest obstacle that everyone faces is that you just don't know how powerful you are.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I love that. I love that.
Just don't know how powerful you are. And so that's what we're spreading. That's the message that we're spreading through what we're doing. And today we really wanted to talk about cultivating change. You can. I want to tell you, you can. You can change. You have the ability to change. Genetics do not define what you do. Whether or not you have, letters behind your name, you have that certificate on the wall, you can change. There is nothing that stops you from getting and being who you want to be, except you.
So how do our brains work? How does that affect change? How do we affect change?
That's a great question. And the word is very sciencey.
Okay.
Neuroplasticity. It's a big word, but there's a simple message behind it. So
neuro
is brain.
Yeah, and plasticity
is
pliable.
Yes,
movable,
malleable. Yes, so can change. Changeable. It is your brain's ability to change based on experiences, based on learning, and based on your environment. That is what neuroplasticity is. So if you think about your brain in the sense of an organ, the fact that it is flexible and it's malleable, if you go to the gym and you work on your muscles,
they change.
They're changed based on what you do.
Sure. They get stronger, they grow.
Or they get weaker.
That's true.
If left to their own, if you do nothing, If it is what it is with your body, nothing changes. In fact, they become weaker. They start to break down.
Have you ever met someone who was in the hospital for a couple of weeks and how their bodies function just after a couple of weeks of not moving much? They have to almost relearn to walk again.
Absolutely. Things get tight. And, they start actually looking older than they are.
Yep.
So you think about your brain that way. What you do or you don't do strengthens or weakens it. So you are actually building new neural pathways when you make small changes. They're stronger. They become stronger. You're changing your brain.
So what's that neural pathway and why do we want to change it?
Okay. So it is what it is. What you have always thought, believed about yourself. So the more you think a thought, the stronger it becomes. It actually drops from your conscious mind to your subconscious. So it becomes your truth, what you actually believe about yourself.
We're from the South.
Yeah.
So we've got quite a few dirt roads here. Have you ever driven down a dirt road?
Oh, yes.
And especially one that's been frequented. That you maybe drive down every single day.
Those ruts.
Oh, deep.
Deep.
Yes.
Deep ruts. Your cars, if you try to get off of that rut, it actually throws you back into it.
And a brand new road, a brand new gravel road, you almost can't find your placement in it.
Yes.
You can't really figure out how to settle in, how to drive down this road. You kind of feel like you're all over the place, a little wobbly.
Absolutely.
But when you've dug those ruts, you almost don't even have to put your hands on the steering wheel.
No, they're
it
just
takes
there.
You where you need to go.
That is a perfect analogy of what these neural pathways are. So what you have thought over and over. So you think, I'm not smart enough.
Ugh.
That's one that I have actually run into in my life. So I'm not smart enough. I can't do that because I'm not smart enough. I have said it so many times that neural pathway, it is in there. It's burnt. The road is clear. The rut has been made. That's my truth. So when I learned,
you and be like, who told you?
Who told you that?
Who told you that?
Said? I did.
Who are you waiting to have a talk to?
So that's the thing. If I continue to think that thought and believe it, that is my truth.
Yeah.
That will affect the decisions that I make or don't make, the actions that I take or I don't take. All of that goes back to that truth.
Yep.
So what do? How do you build that new neural pathway?
And a lot of the people that I've talked to, they'll say, but it's true.
Yes.
So how do I change it if it's true?
That's going to be the next podcast.
Are you saying that
perception?
I'm lying, that I have to lie to myself?
And here's the difference. I don't teach positive thinking in my life coaching. What I teach is honest thinking. And that is what is actually true about yourself. Because you have a perception of who you are based on your childhood, based on teachers, based on, your peers, based on anything you've ever heard. You have accepted that as truth. But just because you have accepted it as truth does not mean that that is your truth. That is how you see your truth. But that is not truth.
100%.
So, creating change, cultivating change, how do you do that? You have to start cutting in a new road. And
pick yourself up out of that
the rut
and get on that wobbly path.
Yeah.
That's going to want to pull you back into the rut over and over and over again.
Yeah, because that's what your brain does. Your brain is constantly trying to conserve energy all the time. It wants to conserve energy.
Yep.
So if it can do something that it's always done, that takes less energy and it can focus on something else. Yep. So that's why cultivating change is so imperative, that you understand you are in charge. You are in the driver's seat. You have to do the work.
And it's not going to be easy.
It's not going to be easy. It means that when those thoughts come in that you've always have, that you don't just say, stop thinking that, stop thinking that, stop thinking that. Don't think about a purple elephant.
What is your brain hear? What does your body hear when you say stop thinking that? All it hears is thinking
Think
that.
Think it.
The stop, it doesn't even hear it. Your body does not recognize that.
No, think about your brain as a toddler.
Oh my goodness.
Don't touch that. It's gonna touch it. So what I want you to do instead, when you're cultivating change, it's replacing. Yeah. It is constantly replacing that thought with a true thought, or it's replacing that action with an action that you actually want for yourself.
Right.
It's replacing. That is how you cultivate change. So I'm not smart enough turns into I have the ability to grow and to learn.
Yeah. I've even started with people so much smaller than that, because it helps if you start with something that they already know to be true.
Yes.
So I will say, what's something you 100% know to be true? I know how to read.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I know how to read. And you keep telling yourself that I know how to read and reaffirming that. Well, if I know how to read, then I can read something new.
Yes.
And if I can read something new, I can learn something new.
Yes.
And if I can learn something new, I can know something new. And if I can know something new, I can change.
I can change. That is the key.
Yeah.
That's the key. Change is hard, and it takes work. It takes physical work. It takes mental stamina.
Yep.
And so I think it's easier for us to say we can't change, and it is what it is. That's just how it is. I can't do anything about it. You cannot change. Sometimes you cannot change your circumstances, but 100% of the time you can change your reactions to those circumstances, and that cultivates change.
Yep.
So the more that you take these steps to speak differently to yourself, even speaking differently to yourself, your brain will start looking, in your environment for, okay, I can change. So maybe I'm wrong about this. Maybe you're going to actually start cultivating a more positive outlook on life when you start realizing change is possible.
Yeah, you start noticing all the other possibilities.
Yes.
I have to say this, though. I heard this quote, and it just made me laugh. It's, my mama always said, I can get happy and mad in the same pants.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, you can get happy and mad in the same pants.
You can.
In the same moment, in the same day. You don't have to really do much. You can change your mind.
Yes. And, those bad days where things just don't go your way. And, even talking to a close friend or a spouse when they're struggling and they say, well, it is what it is. That person that did me wrong, it just is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, in a kind and loving way, trying to help them understand, and even helping yourself understand, it is what I make it.
Yeah.
So how can I make this? What is within my control?
Yeah.
How can I see this circumstance differently? What am I learning through this circumstance? What false things am I telling myself about this circumstance? Can I back what I'm thinking with facts, with actual fact?
What I'm thinking in the dialogue that I've created in my head, is it completely true? Or did I take part of what happened and then, just embellished a little bit?
Yeah.
To really feed that monster, that ego monster that lives inside of me that wants to be mad.
Yeah, and wants to be right. And, that doesn't want to do the work.
Right.
That just wants to accept that they're powerless.
Right.
You're not powerless. You are absolutely not powerless to change. And sometimes that means you cannot change the other person.
Yeah.
Okay? You can't change your environment.
Yep.
Sometimes you're stuck in that job at that moment, but if you resign yourself to it is what it is, I'm going to be miserable here, you will be miserable there. Yep. But if you can say, you know what, right now where I'm at, this is where I have to be at this point, but it is what I make it to be. Right. So how can I make this better for myself?
Okay, just because we're talking about this, I have to grab this book, The Coffee Bean.
Oh, love The Coffee Bean.
The Coffee Bean by John Gordon and Damon West. This is actually one of the first books that I think you and I read together.
It is.
And it's so great because it's talking about this. It says a simple lesson to create positive change. And this is wonderful for everyone. I've read it. The day that I got it, I sat down and read it to my kids.
So, it is simple.
Pictures inside,
very
quick,
small,
easy read. I read it to my kids over a meal,
and the kids can pick up on what they're saying.
Mm-hmm. And the idea is, the experiences that you have, do they harden you?
Right.
Do they break you, or do you grow from them?
Absolutely.
Does it turn you into something?
Yes.
Even more amazing.
What can I learn from this? Mm-hmm. There's so much power. That's a power statement.
Yep.
Instead of saying it is what it is, saying it is what I make it. So what can I learn from this?
So if we've been stuck in these neural pathways, in these ruts for a long time, and we want to start creating change, then what would that look like? And, we want to say something true, we want to say something positive, but how does that actually create the change? How long do we need to say it? How frequently?
The first step is believing that you can change. That is the major hurdle that I have found with my own life and with people that I coach. You have to have a belief that you can change.
Right.
If you do not believe that you can change, you will always revert back to those old ways of thinking.
I mean, come on, you're trying to trick your brain.
Yes.
Your brain knows how you feel.
Yes.
Your brain knows what's going on.
Yes.
You can't actually trick it.
So key step is believing that you can change. Yeah. Once you believe you can change, it is honestly from there, what are you struggling with?
Right.
What's going on with you? So say that it is that you're just stuck feeling like you are not good enough, like you're not smart enough. You have something you want to do, but I'm not equipped for that. I'm not equipped to do that job, so I can't do it. Well, you have to build a new belief. The only way to build a new belief, repetition.
Yep.
Repetition builds, it backs faith, is repetition. Mm-hmm. And it's like you said, you were key, you hit, the nail on the head with it, is not telling yourself a lie.
Yeah.
You're just telling yourself, starting small, what is true?
Yep.
What is true? So, for yourself, what do you believe? What can you say? What declaration?
Yes.
Because, sometimes people are a little iffy about affirmations. Affirmations don't work. So we're going to call them declarations, okay? Sure. Everybody, we can all get on board with a declaration.
I
declare. So what declaration can you say that you believe about yourself? So if you are struggling feeling not smart, then I don't want you to say, I'm as smart as Albert Einstein. You're not going to believe that, all right? You're not going to believe that. But I have the ability to, I have the ability sometimes read. Mm-hmm. I can read.
Yep.
So if I can read, I can study.
Yep.
So I have the ability to grow.
Every time that you think I'm not smart enough, then use that as the trigger.
Repeat it. Every time you hear that thought, that lie. We're going to call it the lie. Every time you hear the lie, you have to say the declaration. Yep. You have to.
I can't do that. I'm not smart enough. I can read.
I can read.
I can read.
I can change. I can read.
Yeah.
Saying that, that's what actually starts turning your attention to a different route and starts building that new road. Yeah. And you know what? What you realize after you have repeated this declaration so many times, that the new road is paved.
It's already ready for you.
It's nice, it's clean, and it is an awesome road. It's smooth.
Sailing.
It's smooth road. It's amazing when you speak truth to yourself, the benefits that you get, as opposed to speaking the lies to yourself, how your body reacts. This is so brainy here. Try to stay with me. When you speak negatively, you feel bad. When you speak honestly to yourself, you feel good.
No.
I know. It's rocket science here.
Oh my goodness. Wow. That's amazing. All right, people. Quote of the day. When you speak positively, you feel good.
You feel good.
When you speak negatively,
you feel bad.
All right. And if you don't believe that, then go and Google a little experiment that I saw that I thought was just so amazing with houseplants. Houseplants.
It blew my mind. Yeah. It blew my mind.
Because all they did was speak positively to one houseplant and negatively to the other, and one was able to thrive and one died.
You know what? We're energy.
Yeah.
That's why. We're all energy.
Yep.
And so you're either, giving yourself life or you're speaking death to yourself. Cultivate change. You can do it.
Because you can.
First step, believe that you can.
Yeah. We believe in you.
We believe in you.
We have done it. We have both been on the side of things that we felt like there was no change.
Absolutely.
We felt like it wasn't possible.
Yes.
And
that's why we're here.
Yeah.
That is why we're here, to offer that to you. That, listen, we will be your belief. Yep. If you do not believe in yourself, let us help you build it. So we will believe in you until you can believe in yourself. Absolutely.
For sure. In the meantime, while you're working through learning how to believe in yourself, we have a 30-day mindset bingo available for you on our website, wholelifevitality.com.
Yes.
Go there to the freebies section, download that printable, print it out, or just keep it on your phone. It can be the background of your phone or your home screen or whatever. And
in Instagram as well. You can go to our link and find it on Instagram as well if you don't want to go old school. And
that's right. And then follow along on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or YouTube, because we have a whole 30 days worth of videos for you to be able to follow along with and learn as you go and cheer you on as you go through these 30 days. Just little steps. These are truly, it's a month worth of cultivating a positive mindset. Yep. Truly. And these prompts are not difficult steps. No.
These are very easy, changes that they're going to make a massive difference though in how you feel. And like Lauren said, there's a video for every day. If you have something you're like, I'm not sure how to do that. Yeah. Video's there.
We got you.
We got you.
Yeah.
We thought of everything for you.
Grab a friend.
Grab your kid.
Grab your spouse. Grab your family. It's fun to do with everyone. Get everyone involved.
Make it a game.
I even filmed some of the videos with my kids.
Yes.
Come do this with me.
Yes. It's fun. It's fun. You can make it fun.
Yeah. So grab that and then come join us here next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, guys.